Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the multiplication and division of algebraic fractions. So in my previous video, I covered 3 very important rules of indices that we're going to need from now on. These rules tell us how to multiply and divide the same variables by each other. So for the first example, we're asked to simplify 3x squared divided by y squared multiplied by 5xy divided by 3. So if you can't remember how to multiply two fractions, you should take a look at my video on rational numbers. In that video, I explained with examples that when we're multiplying two fractions, we must multiply the numerator of one fraction by the numerator of the other, and the denominator of one fraction by the denominator of the other. This can also be known as multiplying top by top and bottom by bottom. So in this case, we must multiply 3x squared by 5xy and y squared by 3. We end up with 15x cubed y divided by 3y squared. So on the numerator, you can see that x squared multiplied by x is the same as saying x squared multiplied by x to the power of 1. In our first rule of indices, we have a to the power of x multiplied by a to the power of y is equal to a to the power of x plus y. So in this case, x squared multiplied by x is equal to x to the power of 2 plus 1, which is equal to x to the power of 3. We can also simplify the fraction by dividing y by y squared. Y divided by y squared is the same as saying y to the power of 1 divided by y to the power of 2. According to the second rule of indices, a to the power of x divided by a to the power of y is equal to a to the power of x minus y. So y to the power of 1 divided by y to the power of 2 is equal to y to the power of 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. So y to the power of 1 minus 2 is equal to y to the power of minus 1. Taking a look at the third rule of indices, a to the power of minus x is equal to 1 divided by a to the power of x. Therefore, y to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 divided by y, or 1 divided by y to the power of 1. We must remember that any number to the power of 1 is just equal to the number itself. So then our answer for the simplified fraction is 5x cubed divided by y. The second example asks us to simplify 2y squared divided by x divided by y divided by 4x squared. Again, if you forget how to divide two fractions, it may be worthwhile taking a look at my video on rational numbers, where I explained when dividing two fractions, you must turn the second fraction upside down and multiply. So by applying this principle, we end up with 2y squared divided by x multiplied by 4x squared divided by y. Now we just have to repeat what we did in the very first example. If you remember, we must multiply the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. This leaves us with 8x squared y squared divided by xy. X squared divided by x is the same as saying x squared divided by x to the power of 1, which is equal to x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is equal to x to the power of 1. And we said that any number to the power of 1 is equal to the original number. So x to the power of 1 is equal to x. The same principle applies for y squared divided by y. So therefore, we are left with 8xy for our answer. Thanks very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe as I upload every week. If you find a mistake in the video or have a question, please don't hesitate to drop me a comment. I always cover the basics before moving on, so if you're stuck with any part of the video, I do suggest to go back to my previous videos to look for help. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.